My headphone wasn't plugged in all the way. Interesting. Thank you, thank you. Just uh just gonna say a quick disclaimer real quick. Hopefully you guys know I am not a certified financial advisor. Nothing I say can be taken as financial advice. It is strictly for entertainment purposes only. If you need a financial advice, then you need to find a certified financial advisor where you reside. Little disclaimer. Anyways, guys, what we got here is basically just an idiot box that we're forming near the extreme of a protected low, or not a protected low, but a valid low because we had the pullback from here. And so, Zishan, going on your question is where was kind of the valid pullback here? Um, so basically, obviously, a valid pullback starts with pushing down. So let's trail these candles down. So we had these candles pushing down. So you need to close below that one now for the next candle to be considered the lowest bullish or bearish candle. We need to close below there, right? So did we get that? We got that on this candle, but not this one. So because this one didn't close, let's say this next candle closed above here, that's not a valid pullback because the lowest closing bearish candle that like had that valid break of structure down from the previous candle, it's this one. So currently it would still be this one that we would need broken to be a valid pullback. But with this candle, we broke that low. So now we have our new level for a new break and a new level for a new valid pullback. Next candle, we broke. So same thing. Because we broke lower, we could look for that to be taken for the valid pullback. And then the same thing, a new break lower would drag it. And so what did we get? We broke it. Here, see how we closed here? We didn't close lower, so we didn't lower it, and these lines didn't move, but now we closed above it. So now you can consider that's a valid pullback, and that this low is a valid low, but it's only a valid low. It wouldn't be protected unless we get the close above above the high here. But we don't get it, obviously, and it pushes lower. So we're kind of just in this range from this low. Yeah, this is kind of an interesting case when we close below the lowest bearish candle with this candle, but it didn't close below like the real swing low, just of that zone. So it's not it's not going to be as strong, even though valid breakout in theory, and it's holding 30% of the zone. But just got idiot box. Just an idiot box. What's up, Andres? How's it going? How's it going? See how this failure potentially acts around here. We'll see if this 30 tap gives us a new low. We had break, first tap, scalp. So potentially run this low with a double bottom here. Failure narrative creating right now. It did take the low. That's pretty nice. Yeah, they were taken in Asia, yeah, and it wasn't really a fixed TP. I mean, a couple. So I actually had some bugs. I uh, I just set up my MetaTrader platform again, and there was updates to the trade manager that I was using, and so it performed a little bit differently, and I messed up. And anyways, when I like switched charts and then went back to the chart that I had a trade on, my EA like closed out the trade when my TP was still ahead. So that one was a bit unfortunate because I actually had a way better take profit that it would have hit, and it did hit it. And then other one, I kind of just adjust according to SR. I'm not the biggest fan of fixed risk rewards, and I want to take what the market gives me. So I like kind of having a range that you generally do your TP in. Right now, the ranges that I've at least back tested and found out through good DTFX traders is 5 to 13 points as a take profit, and kind of around 8.5 is like an average target. But you got to be able to know when to aim for the longer ones and when to aim for the shorter ones. We're just really continuing down here. 5 second, broke the low, internal low, tapped SNDR. This flip here, almost wanted it, but the drop and the pullback and the drop. Like this, drop, pullback, drop. I'm not sure exactly what you mean. Dang, look at that. Um, Not really, Andres. I probably should. I'm gonna go send it. Let's get a little. I did a couple times, but I don't. I'm here for me, honestly, more so than you guys. I hate to say it. uh, I wanted to make videos over the weekend, but I also know the most important for me is working on my trading. I'll make more videos in time, but the main focus is my trading by far. That's doing really good. I mean, those Asia wins, holy. That was my first time looking at Forex with DTFX, and it was so clean, and like I had a few trades that were just really nice. Just insane snipes entries too. And there's a couple trades that I messed up the entry because I was messing with pending orders and I didn't get it to work. But if I used just a normal pending order, I would have got hit. I had a couple entries that were really nuts. I potentially could review them, but I don't know. I kind of want to just go live or not go live, but I've got a friend who I've coached on a strategy that we learned 2.5 years ago, and he's consistently profitable with it, doing really well, he said, especially this past month. So I might trade some Asia with him. He trades odd USD only. Tapping in this SNDR, I kind of more so would like a tap into this range now, because now we got the clean close below. That makes this to me an unmitigated range. It's like a fresh, even though you can see like we wicked below, tapped it, but it's unmitigated with a body closure below. So taking the highs here, this is kind of acting as SNDR. I mean, basically this whole wick here. So if we take the highs of the SNDR, tap the 50%, that's my favorite pattern. That's my favorite kick. From 635. Wait, that's 748. Yeah. Like, I mean, okay, there we go. I haven't even been looking at the 12-minute really today. Just because there's not, if there is actual structure forming, but there's no, like, I guess there's some taps up here, but since I was up a bit late last night doing work, so I didn't get up to like 8 something. So I came to charts here and I had one thing drawn up, but since then we haven't had no structure on the 12-minute. It's like maybe I could look for highs, lows to be taken, but it's like see everything you want on the 1 minute, pretty much. Oh my god, wait, did we get? No, we got a little bit what I wanted. Micro level. Take the SNDR, tap into 50% of this SNDR zone. I was almost because with Forex, I was looking at the 5-minute and 1 minute, and I was kind of liking it. So I don't know. I honestly might use 5-minute instead of 12, because that's what I've done for years for multi-time frame analysis: 1 minute and 5-minute. I don't even know. 12-minute. At the end of the day, your 1 minute's your higher time frame analysis. Okay, what are we looking for? We need for the tap here. What about the double bottom potential here? Are we shifting right now? Hmm. Okay, so now I would really like this push back up. We're taking the low of this SNDR, taking it, taking the lows from the first scalps, taking low on 1 minute. I want a little bit. Come on, give me a nicer tap. I was hoping it would come down a couple more ticks here. But I guess we'll have to be wary. We're now tapping off of SNDR that broke SNDR. Kind of acting as a continuation. Not enough high broken. Got our SNDR and swing zone for the 5-second that we closed below. Taking this low on 1 minute. I mean, the confidence, Chelsea, just comes with seeing it over and over and over and over, right? It's just knowing that the edge is going to be in your favor there because of everything that Dave's taught us. Like order flow, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of calling it order flow. I'm going to be honest. To me, order flow is looking at level 2 data, like looking at depth of market data. So I don't know. Just call it price action to me. Just we're not looking at order flow exactly, but I guess it's all the same. Order flow is represented in price. So I really don't know about that, but it's all just, everything that Dave's teaching you is more or less just how price moves, which is how order flow moves. Everything he's teaching you is just stuff that's going to help you tip the scales in your direction of bulls versus bears in reality. That's all it is, really. Just piecing together the components that he's taught you. And, there's different components that make up different combinations that work in certain market conditions and certain scenarios for the market. Like, the range rules, it's different than how you want to play a trend and whatnot. Yeah, this is just continuing down. Didn't get no tap here. Some SNDR. Breaking lower, but taking low here. So if we take a high, you trading gold, Arrow? All right, we took out a high, put in the low on the 1 minute. SNDR that broke SNDR. Be nice. Be a nice tap. Just gonna tap the 30? Is that all you're gonna do? Dang. Oh well. I mean, I've been wanting to trade lower time frames for a while. I've been watching like lower time frame stuff, Renko, for a while, so I don't know. Wouldn't exactly call it jumping straight in, but I mean, I guess yeah, I jumped straight into the 5-second. What's up, Void? What's up? What's up? Tap in the 30 now. This continuation zone. Take this high. Tap 70 would potentially be good, but 12-minute look is making a failure here, double bottom. So that could be a case that potentially going bullish here, and we don't want to short into that narrative, higher time frame narrative. Yeah, all good, man. It's right here. You can always see it. It's right there. 2, 1, 4. During Asia, I use 112. It's just continuing. It's just tapping SNDR down here. Got some ping pong profile. Failure high. Right back in. Break. Yeah, really ping ponging pretty good right now. It's a little tight range profile. There, we got the break above this lowest bearish candle. Broke it. Valid breakout below. So that makes this the valid protected high. Well, protected high, but we also got to remember first pick potentially could be fake. But we kind of already had a fake flip right here. Right, this flip, fake. And we have that pretty nice double bottom. It's looking like that 12-minute candle closed in a minute left on it. So if we can take this SNDR and get a 1-minute SNDR flip and then tap potentially, this would be the SNDR. It's just tapped it to the tick and is rejecting, but mark out this origin zone. Let's see what we do here. Failing there, double top on 5-second. So maybe we'll run the low of this SNDR, complete that narrative, trade back up. It's just tapping this SNDR. Doesn't want to complete that narrative. Not strong enough. The higher time frame narrative is just driving it up way stronger. The SNDR staircase. Failed to close on 1 minute. Tap the 50% of this origin. 5-second real quick. It's holding this really nicely, this kind of trend line. So that's really making the draw this protected high, going all the way up there. Taking it back in. Do I want to try short this, even though I know the draw is definitely higher? Is this short worth 5-point scalp? It's not, it could be, but it's higher probability only going, or lower probability, and a lower probability trade aiming for a lower target, it's not what I'm trying to go for, especially with this trend line too here, holding. Don't exactly want to go against the trend lines either, even though, we don't, going against retail patterns isn't what we want to do. But the failure, the flip is there. I'll change my properties. A 2-leg back, yeah, 5 points. Both entries. Well, could have taken 5, but honestly was kind of nice too because left this 50 unmitigated this swing. Literally a tick away. Came, tapped 50, took the SNDR high. That's my favorite pattern. So you get to a point where you can see enough things on the 1 minute, blah, 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 blah. And as long as you have the modest target, you could almost ignore the 12. I'm not going to say ignore it, but ignore this double bottom narrative. I mean, is that to say there's no short scalps back down? When you see enough, when you see it really nice and clean, like this was honestly really clean. Shot down, could have been 10 point. Could have been 10 point. But yeah, going against that retail pattern, not perfect. Liquidate first tap with a double bottom, maybe. Got no music. Where's my music at? Same thing. Taking high. trading in. Second candlestick flip on the 1 minute. Well, that's pretty nice. Let's get a tap. No tap. Now it's kind of pushing off this origin 5-second. Failure above run lows, so I could expect this low to get ran, this zone to get tapped into. I would like it to take this low, tap 50%, because this low would fulfill the narrative from this one, and it's an SNDR low for breaking this SNDR, advanced market structure. Double bottom at 50% of it though. Remember I said flip this SNDR, so we broke it. This is the SNDR for that, so that's that double bottom now. Coming in, tapping. It just, longing here, like I said, we're going against that narrative, but we're using this double bottom narrative to kind of override that, but it would have been ideal if it at least took it out to complete the narrative from one of the highs. So it is a little bit conflicting, but then also taking the narrative on the 1 minute that's in line with the higher time frame narrative too is, might give you a hint on which one will win out. Right here, the double bottom or double top. Well, we've got the double bottom delivery on the 12-minute higher time frame. Mm. Doing a little forex scalping too. Since this thing's in an idiot box. Yeah. Wasn't the cleanest, but would have been nice if this held. But we took the low trade back in, so that's honestly, I don't know, maybe nicer. Yeah, look at that. This is a valid swing. Hello, Llewellyn. How's it going? How's it going? Yeah, SNDR is S&D that's responsible for something. So like this. This is the S&D responsible for breaking these highs. Hmm. Took the low. Tapping into last down candle on the 5-second. Tap S&DR. Give me a nice low entry. Dang. Dang, things are just leaving without me right now. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. It's all good. Hey, Mohammed. How is it going? Yeah, high continuations work. Of course it works. Almost at 30, taking the high, or 50, I mean. Took the high, traded back in. Pretty bullish. Pretty bullish. Let's get a look at it. Low taken out on the 5-second. Don't I wish I was in that long now. Dang. Check the high of this SNDR. Trade back in. Flip. Let's look for a second level flip. Hmm. 1 minute pullback low along with 5 second. 5 second valid low. Break, tap into SNDR. Maybe. Still, honestly, probably gonna shoot down here, take out, liquidate lows, tap lower SNDR to go higher. But yeah, I don't know if this zone. Not sure how much I trust this zone because of the fact that it did the failure down here. Dang, that's beautiful. At the open, right after, took the low, came back up, tapped 50, traded above the previous candle, back in. I wonder how did that look on the Renko? Pretty clean. I haven't done my hmm, not doing nothing. No structure, no zone. That'd be nice. Break the low. Honestly, it'd be nicer actually if it broke the high. Broke the high, break the low, tap back in. Fake people out that were gonna go long on this trend line break. Get that toilet paper people. So either we, come back in to long higher, or it just shoots down. To either come back to trade lower, or to trade lower there. Tapping SNDR. Failed on 1 minute, but it's toilet paper people. Ooh, TP hit on Forex. No quick scalp I did on Forex. Came back up. We broke the low here. We wicked the protected low. Wicked it, tapped into the SNDR here, and I saw it wick the candle above, back in, and then was pushing back up, so I sold to the low. Not financial advice. Well, because this is so boring watching NQ do nothing. That's what you guys should do, honestly. Like, have like a demo account that you trade when there's no structure, and if you have to take a trade. Boom, boom, boom. So that would be super nice. Get a tap into this box before going higher. But we are making kind of a double top narrative here, so the draw would be lower, but then that would be nice. Complete that. Low here too. I mean, it might go lower than here, but Dave says valid, protected, the same thing, but I think it's honestly would be good for us to differentiate valid and protected. Valid comes from a valid pullback. Protected comes from when the valid pullback turns into a valid break of structure as well. But there's no, it's not exactly. We're still in bearish mode because we needed to break this low. I mean, this was a flip, but then it broke lower, so it made this the protected high. So we need a break below here to make a new trailing low that would go here. If the price breaks here, then the protected low would go there, protected high, I mean, but right now it's just sitting there, technically in bearish. I mean, in Swigger's zone terms, we're almost at the 70. Actually, I'm going to keep that 70. What the heck? Bigger zone 70s unmitigated. Hmm. I mean, we had a little micro flip here, bottom of range. Uh, it didn't really take anything. I mean, it took this low. I'd say it took that. How much has that even gone, though? I don't even think it's gone 5 points. No, not yet. What does Dave talk about in his last psychology video? What do you mean? Dave talks about trading and starting? You should be taking notes on everything. There's no like start time on when you should take notes. Always. Always for everything. Not fully sure on your question though. Yeah, so I mean NinjaTrader's risk reward tool isn't honestly it's not great. There's a bunch of custom ones you can use. Like the built-in NinjaTrader one, this is it. So you can set it up to have like what you want the ratio to be, but it'll only give you that one ratio, right? So there's that. I mean, there's a bunch of custom ones. This one, it's like the same thing, but it shows multiple levels. Or this one's slightly different. I don't know. I wish I found one somewhere where you could like drag it and it'll tell you the actual R there, depending on whatever, but I haven't found one that works exactly the same. There's a bunch of paid tools, but I don't want to pay. I found this one, but it wasn't working. Exactly. 60 pages for 4 videos. Yeah, that's how it should be. Set a fixed risk. Like, I mean, those are like the same, you want the same risk every time. Yeah, I don't really use those tools, so I don't worry too much about that. Yeah, I'm not too sure because I haven't really looked into that much, so I'm not sure. Do some more research on your own. I'm sure you'll find some stuff. Hmm. Will we come up to retest? This is the only valid structure zone close by. Dang range, man. Come on, let's get a trade. Taking close lows, far lows, tap the 30. would be nice to break this high on the 5-second. Wicked it. Broke it now. First tap scalp, liquidated double bottom. Maybe, but it's tough. I think it's just going down. Just took out the high, traded back in. Who's It is definitely easy to backtest with my video, yeah. I think it's definitely the best way to backtest. I mean, at least especially free. I mean, I still think it's better than a lot of paid things like FX Replay, Ninja Trade, or Trading View. You gotta pay for those, and they're nowhere near as good as what you can do on Ninja Trader. Let alone the fact that, I mean, apart from FX Replay, you got way more data you can test on Ninja Trader than you can with Trading View. Like, I literally have years and years of, I can go back to 2019, just because that's what I've downloaded, of literal 1 second data. Yeah, definitely check out my YouTube video on Ninja Trader 8 Playback. I recommend everyone to do it. We're just going down. That is pretty ugly. Yeah, taking continuations is definitely what you want to be doing. Nasdaq broke your heart. Aw. Jeez. bro. No chill. Hey Tori, you know you said no body closure? Well, look at this. Body closure below the lowest bearish candle on the 3-minute. Crazy, isn't it? Well, look at that. We got what I've been waiting since way back there, and I didn't execute upon it. Didn't want to get caught, but I mean, would have been beautiful. That was definitely worth a shot, in my opinion. The fractal of a wick? Which? What do you? Which specifically? There's lots of wicks, lots of fractals I can see right now. Failed to break below. Ah, like this fractal? Dang, man. Or Yeetimus. Got yeeted. Bottom of range, SNDR for internal high break. Not the best range. Taking the high, trading back in. I mean, it didn't body closure on 5-second, but wicked it. But that's still not a high that put in a low, just an internal high. PH high is also the SNDR for breaking this SNDR, so current SNDR flow. Tempting trade here, but not in the best location. Middle of range. I would have been buying near the high of this range. Not what I want to do. The buy down here would have been a lot better. I mean, every little turn there's a flip on the 5-second in a way. But taking the high, trading in of this protected high. Let price chill out a little bit. Tempting to take a short, but with the strong push up candle, don't know exactly how this is going to close. Ideally, we get a couple candles. Second candle we buy on, not the first that's pushing in. But we closed back in the previous candles range, which is nice. But yeah. First flip is fake on that time frame. Now we get a real one maybe. Break the low. Tap into the SNDR for the break. But are we delivering from this higher time frame narrative now? Double bottom here, runs highs. So bullish narrative. Should just be looking for the continuation longs. Hmm. I'm trying to develop using failed flips as an entry. Because right here we had a flip, but for reasons like I was saying, didn't like it. But you take that when it fails. So here it failed, so that's actually a buy. You know, a short flip failure. But Dave doesn't talk about that, so I don't want to talk about that. Just something that I potentially noticed, especially with trading strategies. A lot of time when your trading strategy signal fails, it's actually a good signal in itself. Something I've noticed with trading over the years. But gotta take that with a grain of salt and back test it, obviously. Same with zone inversions and whatnot. Like that potentially could work, but you know, James doesn't teach it, so it's not what you should focus on. Or James, did I really just say that? Dave. Broke the protected high. No pullback to 30. I mean, it just tapped the top SNDR. A lot of the time, it's gonna do that when you get these protected high breaks. When the protected high breaks, that that thing wants to run. It's not gonna want to do the pullback right away. Usually the pullback will come later. So taking those aggressive, right? We closed above it here. Tap 50% of SNDR, and we've just shot up since then. Honestly, kind of wanted to short that because we got the nice flip from here, but I got candlestick structure flip, but see how this is playing out. It's just wicking lows. Maybe tapping this SNDR that broke this SNDR. But the delivery from this candlestick flip is, yep. Oh man, look at that. That's insane. Tap the 50% to the actually went one tick through. Yo, what's up, Carlos? What's up? What's up? How you been doing? I've been just dang, 50% now. 5-second protected zone. Flip, flip. Tap SNDR for the flip. Takes. Didn't take previous candle high on the 1 minute. I don't like that. Makes me think run this low and then we'll get another flip, but sometimes this one will just be the one that goes. Maybe I trust this one, and if it fails, no problem, be willing to get back in the next one. That's kind of what I'm thinking. How I should have played that because it would have won. Yeah. Still come back. Nice. Oh yeah, I saw you got your job. Nice, man. Congrats on that. It's definitely dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Why did I not have to take that high? Let's check it out. How many likes does this stream have? 9 likes, and I got 35 viewers. Yo, you guys know what to do. If you guys like this, hit that like button. I mean, let's try to build this DTFX movement. Let's build it bigger than the ICT crowd and show everyone what you can do with trading, because people think what we do here is literally not possible. Let's get the word out. Dave definitely has some insane information. Oh man, I was in disbelief last night watching the Forex charts with how precise I was looking at just reading price and everything. This is pretty crazy. Ha, nice. Doubled likes, easy. Failing high, break higher, waking the low. It's going to be an aggressive entry only. Flip, failure, continuation. Don't want to go against top of range, wick out back in, I guess, but going with the trend definitely is never, honestly, a bad idea. Five points. Really like that, honestly. If it wasn't so high, if that was like in the middle, that'd be a lot nicer. I feel like. I don't know, but then I hear Zones at the top are meant to be liquidated. I need to understand that better because I don't really fully. What do you want to see? What do we want to see? Isn't that beautiful though, what we got? If only this was a clean. I mean, it was pretty candlestick, broke it. 5-second high was the 1-minute pullback candle, tapped 50%. It's just this flip down here. I mean, technically it was honestly kind of perfect. I just hesitated because it was I didn't get the previous candle wick out that I like. All right, I just want to close, honestly, just to close out of this valid swing zone, tap S&DR for a continuation. Just gotta get to this high, draw in liquidity. But failure here, right, makes this a 1-minute bearish stall. So, you know, fighting this narrative, when we get near that high, of course it's gonna consolidate. But no, wick out, back previous candle, failing to close below. Right, Renko flip. Right, your SL held, and any of those entries would have been 5 points. If you're trying to play range rule, but you know, playing range rules isn't as ideal as playing some valid structure zone, but you can almost consider, well, not really. I mean, kind of. Because, like, we had, maybe I'll just do it on the 1 minute. We had this SNDR, these pushed down before breaking higher, breaking the highs, and this SNDR kind of breaking these lows. Right, so it's all just that SNDR. This is SNDR, this is the SNDR that broke this SNDR, and then this is the SNDR, you know, that broke this SNDR when we went below. You could almost consider this one. So there's, like, you know, fractal SNDR, last candle up SNDR. So there are multiple SNDR flows. Could be, we broke that last down candle. What was it even trying to share again? Oh, I forgot. Oh yeah, this one. Wait. I don't even remember. I think it was just this. Yeah, this is the SNDR that broke this SNDR when he broke below it. So that gave, you know, that gave you more reason to be shorting up here. Because this is, you know, advanced market structure. That's what the current 1 minute flow is. This, what, you know, 1 minute is saying this is SNDR, 1 minute is saying we're failing, right? If we're using 1 minute as our higher time frame, then the flips on our lower time frame is what we trust to go. Even though we have that higher time frame draw right up here, that's something you got to more take into for like a even higher macro. Like that's something I feel like the higher time frame analysis is just it's not gonna let you know where your entries are. It's gonna let you know how long to hold certain entries. So it's just gonna let you know shorts. You can short up here at these levels, but they're not gonna go as far as the potential longs are. If you long the lows with that higher time frame, those are the better ones that you could potentially hold. So that's all it does. It doesn't give you your entries. Entries come from 1 minute 5 second. I need to pay attention to that more. But I mean, there is still some truth to not going against. Of course, it's even better if everything is in your favor, like the 12-minute draw, But at the same time, I guess we could consider this a double top, runs lows. So we've got weak low and that 1 minute draw low from this double top. But you could almost consider this top belong to this low, this top belong to this low, and it's already fulfilled. So this double top narrative is fulfilled. So combining narratives and all that is where some people can get mixed up and not knowing kind of what to be doing. But at the end of the day, we're just following our order flow and we're just scalping the 5 second. So follow what the time above is saying. The most recent draw as at now. Failure above, failure below means we could potentially long these lows because we failed to close. And what do we get? Wrinkle flip, potential some points to the high. And then we're failing again up here. Up here we're failing. Previous candle wasn't the cleanest, but I mean when we flip this low, SNDR tap and go flip the low, continuation zone combined with the SNDR that flipped the SNDR here. Tap, 2 leg, pull back. That's a nice continuation short. I've just been explaining things lately. It's all good. Ooh. I see a potential Forex trade. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, is this something we want to long? Not really, because we have a 1 minute failure narrative, but it still hasn't fulfilled this week low. But 5 second continuation. First tap, scalp, double top here with the 50% or higher. We had SNDR, SNDR, SNDR. Short, back down to here, long, back up, maybe. Gonna fulfill the week high. Yo, chill. Forex. Forex trade like came so close to TP. It's like lagged out. That is not good. All right. Why is my Forex? Bro. Oh, you gotta love it when your trading platform freezes. That's just this might just be a continuation from a bottom delivery of SNDR. Finally break highs, so potential flip short here, but I don't like it. It's gone too far. Would have been nice to have a flip quick tap, but I mean, it is pretty quick. It's just a really tight ping pong profile, not ideal. Um, Hunter the third. Yo, thanks, Floyd. Uh, Caught the scalp. Oh yeah, good job, Brad. And right here, scalp this up. Yeah, I got no gap candles. Candle gapless. What's gonna do with this SNDR that broke SNDR? Not the biggest fan of this price action. Probably should open up my trading platform again. I bet so many people are getting destroyed right now trying to trade this. You know what we're doing? Being disciplined traders. Such a thing exists? Not fun. Hey Pete, I trade the dollar pairs, main dollar pairs. Euro USD, USD, JPY, odd USD, GBP USD, USD CAD, potentially USD Chef. I call it Chef. You know what I mean. The Swiss franc. I don't know. I like that pair. Yo, NZD USD can be good too. Why wouldn't she call it that? It's like uh, Swissy. Yeah, I don't know. That pair. Beauty. Candlestick flip on it. Money. This is really not fun. What are you doing, Nas? Hello? Jeez, now I got my brain working in Forex terms now. How tight can a ping pong go? Whee! Yeah. Oh man. One contract short, maybe. But it's pushing off this origin continuation delivery off SNDR. But it's delivering off origin SNDR. uh, don't do it. Okay, power hour, let's go. Let's kick it into gear. It's about time. What do we got? A minute? 10 seconds. Really need to break one of these SNDRs. Even my Forex trade is literally just in a friggin' range. It's just ranging. Bah, 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 bah. See my TP, man? It's literally I first got in here and it shot up, came like a pipette from my TP, rejected on me, almost went to SL, came back up, ticked my TP line, but didn't fill me somehow. Yeah, it's almost about to fill me. It's like right up here. There we go. Yo, I don't know. I kind of like trading Forex with this strategy. It's kind of good. I'm not gonna lie. Cause like, sure, the spread sucks and the commissions are worse. Like in terms of trading costs. Like I don't know if you guys know, but for NQ to cover all your trading costs, you only need like one tick to go in your direction. Two ticks on a micro. So let me draw that out. What that looks like on a 1 minute chart. So that's, here's one tick, here's two ticks. So it's like that much distance. For a Forex broker, it's about well, for mine, $4.50 per lot commission. So you can see that it's kind of about the same size of bars, the 1 minute bars here. Like, more or less, kind of. Anyways, 4.5, look how big 4.5 is. It's like a big chunk. Like, it's almost the size of some 1 minute bars, right? Look at this. That one's maybe a bit, but like this doji, it's only like a couple pipettes bigger. So it's just, you see this size, look at that compared to that. So that the market needs to move so much more distance to cover your costs in trading. How am I staying consistent in my P8? I am disciplined as all hell. Like, look at how many trades I've taken. I could have taken so many more, but I don't know. I got two 5-point winners. Bang bang. Look at how sniper these entries are. Imagine if I held them. That one over 50. That one over 25. If I held this one, I mean, it came up to top. That was 60. I mean, I could have held this one all the way down. 70. Sheesh. Could have got way more. I need to understand where I'm at, right? 50% of this SNDR, huge SNDR, big flip. Like, this had crazy potential. Same with here. Double top, verified 50%, 1 minute zone. Crazy good potential. I don't know, honestly, at the start of the day, like first trade, I kind of just wanted my win. And then it's a combination of like Apex, dang Apex trailing rules, and just also wanting to just get consistently profitable, just taking, just taking 5 to 10 points. But it honestly, I wanted to move it, but I just kept it. So I've changed my strategy to be 7.5 points. And then if I want 20, or 20, what the heck? If I want 20 ticks, which is 5 points, if I want 5 points, then I have to move my ATM right now about a 3.5 point stop loss to go for 7 points. So I'm in more or less 7.5 points. That's what my ATM is right now. Why not do the averages? Because that's the type of scalping that I'm doing. Have my ATM closest to what the average SL and average TP that I'm going for. And I think also doing that's going to help me hold past further than just 5. Because, I'll be like in a trade, my TP's there, and then it's not hitting, and I'm like, oh, I'll just leave it there. I want it to just hit. You want it to be a winner, and you want to just take it. And I hear Dave talk about greed all the time. If I a little bit more size, I'd be fine with $400 if that was, if those actually, yeah, if those were not micros, that would have been $400 instead of 40. But it's all good. I'm not focused on the money right now. The move, the entry. I mean, I gotta obviously work on the exit too, but the main thing is just getting the scalping trades down, and ability to hold trades will come easily. Just actually getting in the move is my main focus right now, because oh, of course, and then that UJ trade that I took is shooting now. Sheesh. Because it took this high. When it took this high, it came in for one last tap, Took the low of the SNDR, traded back in, the exact thing I like to see. Beautiful. I wasn't looking, but I honestly would have bought right there. Probably. I don't know. My style that I'm doing trading Forex is different than, obviously, I don't have Renkas on Forex, so I don't have Renkas or even 5-second charts, so making do with what I got there and doing pretty good so far. I'm really waiting for one of these to get taken. I'm not really doing anything. I don't want to try to get, I mean, I could try to take some range trades. Took a high. I mean, take the high. Tap into this SNDR. Last down push. But has it already now tapped too high? And what is our delivery now? Almost 50%. SNDR below. It's aggressive as heck sell potential, but I ain't doing it. It's like targeting opposing SNDR from that sell. It's like you only got 3 points. But I mean, you could do it and have your SL 2 points. So, I mean, literally, it's a one to like more than a 1-to-1. You can't do little scalps like that on Forex and make it profitable. It didn't. No, it's not gonna. That's coming off now bullish. It's just pushing off that flip. Fortunately, it didn't go low enough. Tapped in the SNDR with our two-legged pullback. Very nice. Gotta be a reason I met C Pope in that community, isn't it? Still gonna, why not? This guy's profitable, but yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean on Apex, I'm only trading NQ. Yeah, that's the main thing I'm trying to use to make money. But I'm starting to do some Forex practice now. I don't know why it took me this long to do it. Well, because I've been trying to focus only on NQ, but I'm at a point now where I can pretty quickly see what I need to see on NQ. Like in the past few weeks, I've been figuring out like rules and literally still learning new things about how to trade this all, but I've got a pretty good understanding now. At least enough of an understanding to be able to pull money out of the market consistently, so don't be doing much more. Come back, tap SNDR. Man, it's perfect as an optimal as always. Half a tick away that I wanted it to tap. Sheesh. Tap the 30%. Man, maybe I should start drawing 30s. And if it taps 30, taps SNDR, don't wait for it to come lower. Especially with the double rejection. What am I doing? We already had the fake flip liquidation, so that second flip's so way nicer. Yeah. I don't want the. Kind of want TradingView 5-second chart for Forex. But at the same time, I also kind of want to just develop a 1 minute only, 1 minute and higher only strategy. Well, like set of rules. It's today's ADR. Pretty low. Ooh, gold had a nice trade. Maybe I should bring up gold and oil on futures as well, because those are the two things that I'd rather trade on here than on my Forex broker. I'm not missing anything on. I definitely am. Bro, and this is why I should only focus on NQ. It's all good. I gotta be more aware. I really like that though. Fuck. Nice wick out, back in, wick out previous candle. Came back in. Renko flip, SNDR tap, 2-leg pullback, perfect entry, 0 drawdown. Even if you wait for the second break of this safer low, tapped into it, second rejection, bang. Broke again, tapped S&D. Like each of these, I want to be able to be like pyramiding these and catch like a 20-point trade pyramiding like that. That's where you make the most money, like by far, than just catching 5-point scalps. Maybe I should focus on. It's tough because like what beginners obviously should focus on and seeing profitability is kind of what's easier, and that's why it's you can make money with doing it. That's why you should just do it. But obviously, bringing up the complexity increases potential profits, but it's harder. So yeah, of course I'll get there. Keep doing what I'm doing with just the 5 to 10, 13-point scalps. I'll be doing the big boy stacking eventually. Double top. I don't like how it's pushing off this tiny hidden S&D. Already pushed down a good bit too. 30% of this valid swing. course, my initial scalping instinct is probably correct. I've been plagued by over-analysis for for years. That's why it's good to have a clear set of rules. Gotta go to the washroom. I'll be right back. All right. Come on, power hour. Let's kick it up a notch. All right, time to get this set up. What the heck? Kind of breaking lower. SNDR. This actually looks nicer on Forex. Interesting. But basically, had our flip. Let's see this little fractal SNDR. So this 12-minute break in the high. We tapped the top, failed. So top tap failed, 70 now. First tap scalp, double bottom potential. It's already got one bottom. I was tempted along this, but didn't meet my rules. It's only a wick high. Oh man, imagine it was a thing on a Renko. No, okay, good. Jeez, this is really an unfortunate. Oh, I should have took that long. Saw a quick little one-to-one long potential on USD Chef right here. I was thinking of longing this bar right here. I didn't do it though because double top narrative, but I saw that we flipped the internal high, SNDR high, tapping into area, and then we got another internal flip here, flip it back. So I was going to target the higher there, would have hit TP, nice one-to-one. And like looking at 5 minute, we're in last down candle here. Within that last down candle. I've been trading 3 years. Well, since I've came back at least 3 years. In next month on like this, I don't know, it might actually have been already. I don't know the exact date, but it's been about 3 years now. 2017 though is when I first had my first exposure to it, but I didn't really get into it too much. I thought you had to like learn fundamentals and I was like 18 and I didn't want to learn all that news, how the world worked and all that. I thought it was like a lot and I didn't even know where to learn it, and I didn't know also what you could do with trading also. I mean, I had a JAFX was my broker and I had, some forex trades that I was doing, but I had no idea what I was doing. I was just doing random stuff. So, I don't know. I don't really say that I've been trading since then because I quit that for a few years. I did that for like a year, a little bit. But I always knew when I quit in 2018, started in 2017, quit in 2018, and I said one day I'm going to be back. One day I will be back and I will learn trading. But I went on to do other business stuff. I thought it was a better way to make money. I had no idea what you could do with trading in terms of how much money you could make compounding. Definitely not the same education out there that there was now. I mean, it was out there, but I don't know. I was I was in a network marketing company, IM Academy. It was called iMarkets Live back in 2017. So I was trying to, almost recruit people in back then and also try to trade. All we did here, breakout, internal high, tapped SNDR, containing double bottom delivery. It's a decent trade, honestly. Wow. Oil. What's up with oil? What's with the data on oil today? Does anyone have complete messed up data? What the heck? The fuck? What the hell? That's so weird. Alright, pushing into here. Alright, we got that draw. Double bottom first high taken. But also could still be this is the first high with this double bottom rather than these. Had divergence. Divergence. What are we gonna do here? Destroyed that zone. 70 unmitigated here. Hmm. 5-minute wick in. Broke protected low. No S&DR tap. The heck? MNQ is quite different. Not quite different, but come down as SNDR. Come down, take the lows of these SNDR, tap 50. Tapped my line perfectly on Forex as well. So we had this SNDR that we broke this SNDR, which broke this SNDR. Then I had the top of this down candle highlighted. Price came, tapped the top of it. Honestly, longing that bar. Yeah, I'm 25. I bet some people did some reverse math there because I said 2017, 2018. I was 18. Or 2018. I don't even know. My math is off there. 19, whatever. That was a nice tap. That was a really dang quick reaction, though. Nice to see, but couldn't get in on it. That's when you got to go with the valid pullback on 5 second as your entry. I don't know. I got a lot of back testing to do, testing different entries, but I don't know. I don't need to. Be good though. Potential continuation maybe. Or are we gonna go down here? Take out these highs. Fail to close above. Double top, run lows. First tap scalp, second tap double bottom. Break higher, so you validate this low. Validate, break, tap, lower. We're just gonna dump from there, I guess. No trap. No trap for us. Tapping this lower SNDR. That 1 minute candle is pretty strong. Just took the low, trade back up. Don't close down there. Close right above. Rip. Ba 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 bum. Bum bum. Mm, 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 mm. Hmm. Origin of 5-second push here. Yeah, just continuation short. Wick out, back in SNDR. 130 failed new high, so it's going lower. SNDR failed, going to origin. Yo, what's up, Dave? How do I know if it's going to bounce where I'm marking up? Or am I marking up everything? Hoping? I'm not hoping or thinking or saying price is gonna do something. I'm just marking things up, and if I see a reaction there, which is what we want on that order flow, I execute with what I want to see. If there's nothing that shows itself there, ain't gonna take no trade. But yeah, I mean, I can't say I've, completely mastered it yet, of course, so every day still learning. More methodical? Yeah, okay, for sure. Yeah, I know, like marking up things, blindly marking up things that you see that don't have an exact reason, definitely, yeah, I can see how that, kind of makes it so your like learning attention is spread out too much. It's not focused enough, so I definitely see that. I was wondering when you were going to say that. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I see. Do you have any I mean, I don't need to ask that. 50% of this swing. This is swing. Broke that SNDR, broke that. Double top, running the lows. Ideally would go finish that narrative. Had one. Only two pullbacks, not even two pullbacks, only one pullback so far, completing that double top narrative. Oh, it's almost 1250. There we go. 10 seconds. Yes. Wait, what happened? Oh, I'm on my different workspace. I don't have my time zone indicator. Tap 50. Yeah, yeah, definitely gotta take a look back at today. Nothing really showing itself. Yeah, I'm thinking real deep about what Dave told me. We gotta get to even new levels of precision. It's crazy. Can you believe the standard this guy's trying to set? Ain't no one else gonna be doing that stuff. Let's go. Alright, guys. Go back test today. Go do your due diligence. Go do your notes. Go study the playlist. I'm gonna head out. It was a wonderful day. It was an amazing day talking to beautiful people. You guys are blessed. If you like this session, I mean, you could do the like button. You could click it, maybe, if you want. If not, dislike it. Up to you. But I'll see you guys later. I mean, price action is order flow in a way. I don't know. I don't. That's kind of an interesting question. I can't exactly answer that. But yep, we'll see you. You'll see you next time. Luan, I'll message you back on Discord right now. See you, Leo. See you, Void. See you, Ariel. See you, Spugnik. Oh, you guys are awesome. Oh yeah, real quick. I mean, I was taking some demo trades. Currently in profit on an odd USD trade. Look at the 5 minute. We were at some 5 minute origin zone. Took a low. Had a flip, candlestick flip on 5 minute, right? So during the pullback, on the 5 minute pullback, what did we do? Have another candlestick flip on the 1 minute. So I mean, potentially could have taken some partials up there in this SNDR, but it's a little one. See ya, Akeem. Good to see you. Hope you guys had a good day today, learning and everything. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.